Hi, James.
Hi,
So you're going to show us the fish buckets designs, right?
I am, yes. So the fish buckets, which is not a house, it's the school. So
Yeah.
the fish buckets are teachers,
Yes.
teachers of all things and teachers of PE.
Yeah.
So
So
you can see
yeah,
here, preset, ready and waiting is the schoolhouse, which pulls out from stage right, just sort of there,
yeah,
and opens like double doors like that,
cool.
which is what we've done here. So you've got like two school blackboards either side that are on the inside of the doors when they open,
Yeah,
uh,
and
with
that's
the
the gloaming
learning
alphabet, right?
alphabet.
Okay, so that's so because people won't have seen that song, I don't think.
No, that's
So
not one of the songs in your
read the script.
packages, I don't think, is it? But
No. So that's
so that's the first number in this scene before we
yeah,
then get into their tale.
yes,
So
the
the idea is that they can
song and
point
the
to,
show and bro.
yeah,
So all of those, so that whole gloaming alphabet is all of the terrible things about gloaming, right?
anger,
Um,
blame, crying.
what's written inside?
The inside is an assortment of kind of complicated maths sums, kind of
Right.
generic workings out,
Okay.
kind of trying to look really kind of intense and boring.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then written along the top here, which I think would probably be cut out. It's just so fiddly that I've not done it yet, but cut out letters that run along here
Yeah.
spell out the kind of Latin school motto.
Which is, I
It
think,
is.
sequium salitemque.
It's great Latin.
Yeah.
Obsequium salitemque.
Which means, I believe, obedience and safety.
Your Latin is so strong.
Well, until all the people tweet me telling me how wrongly I pronounce it.
It's wrong, yeah.
And there are shells in the back, right?
Shelves in the back, which would be filled with, I think, metal school objects. I don't know, kind of
Okay.
tractors, compasses, maybe like a globe or anything else we can kind of think of that feels at home in a school. But crucially, it's metal.
It's metal, because the fish bucket children, when they get emotional and excited, they're electromagnets, so they become magnetic. So there's a scene in the scene. There's a moment where one of the characters gets really upset, and everything kind of all the metal things fly.
Yeah, sort of first it shakes, doesn't it? They all judder, and then bits fly across. So we think probably there'd be some clever mechanism on the back of this house that could, through a bit of winding or cranking or whatever, make everything on the shelves sort of judder and shake, which would be quite fun. And then there's a sort of teacher's desk here. So pop a teacher behind it. So I think probably.
So that's Frau Fishbucket, the teacher of all things.
The teacher of all things. She would probably be revealed, I guess, when we open it at the start of the number and go into the school. She's there at her desk. Maybe a few books on there.
How are we getting all the kids in there?
Sorry?
How are we getting all the kids in there?
Well, all the kids, I think, are going to swarm in through the wings at the side, bringing with them their desks.
Did you see me prompting you there?
That was very good.
Yeah, that's great.
Seamless. So we've got 3 rows.
Pretty.
Desks.
Yeah.
These ones have been painted, so they're slightly different.
Yeah, I do quite like the painted ones.
Yeah, I think when they're finished, I think that'll work. It'll be quite nice. The wood.
Cool. Yeah.
Period.
Great.
Maybe to talk with Mark about choreography-wise, which way round we want to set the desks. I think they're the old Victorian flip-up ones, meaning that we can do some sort of fun choreography stuff. Yeah. And also
I think in the Fish Bucket's tale, because there's a whole story about their ancestor, I guess we could lift up the desks, and we're talking about maybe.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe you could. There's a moment in the song which people will see. This one they will have access to, won't they? They will. Yeah. Read and sing. So
Ferdinand, the story can happen in sort of
when he gets sent to Paris. Maybe we flip up a row of desks and we get a sort of Parisian street scene.
Awesome.
And then as it progresses, I think what would be really fun is to do like a pop-up Eiffel Tower.
Yes.
Maybe the final desk, so one of these ones down here.
Yes.
It kind of lifts up and pops out off the desk. Some kind of concertina thing. Like a Jack in the Box, but the Eiffel Tower.
That's cool.
Which would be really fun.
I mean, the other thing you could do, and it might not work, is that you could almost have like in the center desk, you could have something on a string that is pulled up through the up through the rigging, so that the whole can go, and it becomes a really high,
really, really tall.
Although then you have to figure out how that works in terms of bringing the desks on. But that would be super cool and dramatic.
But yeah, some way to sort of transform from the school into the world of the tale, I guess, and become more kind of more musical, more kind of playful and imaginative. After what is this, the start of the scene, we're in a very grey, grim Victorian school.
The glum grey grime. Yeah. Okay. So awesome. Tell me about that's Frau Fishbucket, right, behind the desk.
Yeah. Should we meet them all?
Yeah, let's meet them.
So obviously the school will be filled with all of the children. So some of whom we've already met, like the Wurzelmans, and the Trockles, but some are still to come. So for now, let me just show you the Fishbuckets. So move them on desks. We'll pop them here.
So this is Emmeline Fishbucket, the teacher of all things.
Exactly. So her sort of hidden special talent is
she's
the bearer of lightning.
Yeah, she can throw lightning bolts, throw electricity.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, you can see.
She's got a streak.
A lightning streak. Oh, hang on.
I love that.
In her hair.
Yeah, that's great.
And kind of in the sort of pattern of her waistcoat, there's a little bit of a sense of lightning and storm as well.
Oh, that's brilliant.
And also actually carried away a brooch, which is really tiny, so you won't see here. What do you see? No, but you'll see on the drawing when I send it.
Okay.
It's just a bit of lightning in the middle of the brooch as well.
I mean, it's a little bit, that feels a little bit SS-ish, but that's probably okay in the context of clothing.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And then here.
And those lightning bolts down her waistcoat, are you imagining them in like white, or like do they shine? Or
they shine, I think. They're a bit metallic, silvery. Yeah. Right. Which is when we see the children as well, there's a bit of that in them as well.
Right.
That sort of metallic feel. So this here.
Gertrude Fishbucket. She's the teacher of PE.
The teacher of PE, and she's the lover. Like she's kind of, I don't know, caring, loving.
Yeah. So her superpower is that when she falls in love with someone, the power of her love makes them fly. So the really cool thing that is the story of these two women meeting and falling in love is that the first that Emily knew about Gertrude being in love with her is that like she would just start floating off into the clouds for no reason and not really understand why. So I sort of liked that. I felt like that was a nice power to have. And so tell me about Gertrude.
She's got red hair.
Yeah.
Here she is appearing front and centre here. Oh.
There we go. Yeah.
Oh, there she is.
Yeah.
Red hair, which is important when you see the children, and also Ferdinand, the ancestor that is kind of genetically passed through. Nice to have some redheads represented on stage.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's just like a kind of lovely period sporty look. You can't quite see on the cutout here, but on the drawing you'll see like she's wearing like hockey pads, but then like kind of a heeled Victorian lady's boot. And this is just brilliant reference images of sporting women in that time, and they're still dressed entirely like Victorian ladies, just with the odd touch that you need to kind of the odd little bit of sporty attire that kind of
full corset, but also a helmet.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, but you can have some shin pads.
Right.
Corset and skirt.
And she's got I think the camera's just slipped, but she's got a hockey stick. Is that right?
She's got a hockey stick.
Cool. Okay. Brilliant. Let's see the kids.
So then we've got little Fishbuckets here. In size order.
So this is Archibald, Jemima, and Maeve, right?
Archibald, Jemima, and Maeve in that order, yeah.
Okay. So
they have got the family trait of the red hair, but it's kind of, I think, kind of crimped. Something about the kind of magnetism and electromagnetism just felt like staticky was the sort of feeling. So
I like that. Like it would crimping. stick up.
Good old 90s crimping is back.
Yeah.
All sort of slightly on edge.
All that electricity going through it, that's not going to be good for there's going to be a lot of split ends going on there.
Yeah, it's not kind of sleek hair.
Yeah.
And then I think they're in kind of school uniform. They're in the school, they're the teacher's children, so if their uniform is sort of proper in a way that some of the other children's clothes are a bit of an approximation of a school uniform.
Yeah.
These are like...
They have to get it right.
Of the teachers, you've got to have the proper uniform. But what's the kind of, I don't know, the power, the magic, their sort of talent is, I don't know if you'll see on this one. Basically, there's a sort of, it's the pattern you get when on a magnet, if you have iron filings and a magnet, and they do poles.
Yes. The
that in school.
Magnetic force, the lines of magnetic force.
Exactly, so you get the kind of two ends, and then it kind of makes rings.
Yeah.
That's the kind of pattern of the dresses, and it's in the jumper on Archibald as well.
Oh, that's so
I think in like a kind of silvery thread that kind of glisten.
So they're electromagnets. That's brilliant. That's
yeah. And then the other little touch, which maybe you have to look on the drawing. You see it behind me. Where are they? Here.
Yes.
They've got like north and south on their hair bows.
Oh, amazing! I love that. I didn't know about that. I didn't know.
It's a hidden.
A little Easter egg.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so they've got a sort of weird shimmeriness to them, I think.
Yes. Yeah, I like that idea.
Like thread embroidered, so it sort of feels like it's not full on lame sparkle. It's more
when you get like
metallic-y.
Like metal thread that goes through cloth, and you see the light run along it as people move.
Yeah.
And then it's like the force of electricity. That's really cool. They're awesome.
So there they are.
Brilliant.
Let's do it. I might just move this around now that we're here.
And little Maeve, look how cute she is.
I know. I think probably you may not be able to cast a child quite that small, but maybe you could. There's always that really cute child in Billy Elliot that has like one line. And is really tiny. So maybe there's a female equivalent to that little boy.
We could always, just shrink them in the wash or something if we need.
Yeah, something like that.
That's really cool.
See if I can just give you a bit of an overview there.
Yeah, so the schoolroom just kind of surges down and takes
out and takes sort of centre stage position. It's the first one we see. So as we go on, we start to do a bit more kind of rule breaking things with the way we pull stuff out and position stuff. But this is the first one, so I think it just sort of pulls out as is. And
really simply.
Simply, exactly.
Yeah. Great.
So that's true. Well, hopefully people won't be expecting.
I love that. Thank you.
Yeah, that's the school.
Okay. Is there anything else that we've missed? There isn't, is there? That's it.
No, I think that's it with the Fishbucket.
Brill. All right. Thanks, James.
Yeah. Enjoy.
Thanks.